Hey guys, welcome back to God's Basement. Picking up right where we left off in this weird place.
Yes.
I haven't done any exploring, so we're gonna just jump right into it and listen to what the operator has to say.
James, it's been a while since our last encounter.
It has?
That was a lot of information to absorb.
It was.
Hundreds of
I
was.
hope you got most of it, but I'll try to summarize the best that I can.
How thoughtful.
You were trying your hardest to get by high school while
It's for dumb
also
people like
taking
me
care of
playing
your
the game and don't really
grandmother,
understand what's going
along
on.
with holding
Well, we also took a
part-time
break,
job.
so...
At the end
It's been a
of
couple
high
of weeks
school,
since the last
you
part
had
came out.
amazing grades and received a full ride scholarship. The only problem was you would have to leave your grandmother to attend college. She raised you all by herself after your parents passed away.
How thoughtful.
It tore you up inside, knowing that you would have to abandon
That's
her
how she
to
went
move
crazy.
forward in your life.
The guilt got her.
Slowly but surely, her condition kept deteriorating, to the point where it was an extreme burden to provide care for her. You had to make a choice.
It's actually a
Abandon her
really
and
sad
move on with your
situation.
life, or throw
Yeah,
away a
it really
full
is.
ride scholarship
One that
and sacrifice
I'm
your
sure many
potential
people
to take care of
in this
her.
world had to deal with.
Oh,
but
for
Are
sure.
you ready to find out what choice you made? This is kind of exciting.
Question
isn't
mark.
it?
Isn't it? Question
Well,
mark.
Isn't
I
it?
won't make you wait any longer.
They're not
You
English
chose
majors.
to
They're-
stay.
I wasn't either.
You felt
Yeah, but
that
you
it
were
would
raised
be
by
wrong
one.
to abandon her, especially when she needed you the most. She took care of you when you were abandoned, right?
I wasn't abandoned. My
You were just
parents
She
got
was, yeah.
murdered.
How dare your parents
If you
abandon
haven't
you by
noticed,
being
this
murdered by
area
themselves?
represents your old job. The one you worked while taking care of your grandmother after you
What did I
graduated.
do?
First thing you should probably do is sign in. Enter the door to your left and
Oh, I've
find
been
your
looking
ID
at the one
card.
from my right.
I'll speak
Oh.
to you soon. Good luck.
Thank you,
That's
operator.
the wrong left.
But don't give me a thing and then not actually do anything when I click.
What the fuck is that on the seat? It's like somebody
It's a
spilled
reflection
coffee.
of the.
That's a horrible reflection. It's horrible game design. Go through the damn door.
I'm going. Jesus, chill out.
Just walk into it. F. E. Left click.
Oh, I forgot to change the controls.
Does it reset every time?
I think so. So, for those of you who are curious, you can change the controls, which I'm going to go ahead and do now. It says this in the beginning of the game, but I forgot in the second part, and I complained about it. But you can actually change the controls. So, interact is E. We're going to make it this button. And then leave it at that. So, we're good. All right. Now I should just be able to click everything that I need to. Open up, this is the police.
Alright, let's go.
You didn't even laugh at my joke.
It was funny. It was poorly timed because I was getting up.
Cool. Bathroom, nicely decorated. What
This-
did I do?
I don't know. This looks like my hell every day.
I have to, I mean,
My desk job that I had. It's not horrible, but it's a desk job.
okay. Found my card.
This is bag nasties. Some bag lunches.
Please sign in.
Oh, swipe the card. Can you pick the boxes up? You just have to pick up 50
the
boxes?
F? Where do I take them? Do I put them in the other
Can
room?
you pick up more than one?
No, I can only pick up one. And then...
Put it next to the...
It's not giving me a prompt, so I think it just automatically does it.
Try to pick up...
There we
Oh,
go.
yeah, there it goes. Yeah. Holy
Great!
There's no way it's going to make you do 50 boxes, right?
Yeah, see, I can't click any other boxes while
Okay.
I have one.
Wow.
That's lame.
This is your nightmare. Is it in a different spot every time?
Oh my
Yep.
god.
Oh, I see. The bags go with the bags, and the looks like shoe boxes go with the shoe boxes.
Great. Love this. This is fun. Aren't you guys excited?
Way to slow down the game mechanics. I can't wait for the jump scare.
Let's organize, baby.
The box-
My favorite type of game.
Box monster comes out.
James, are you having fun organizing those boxes?
It's a
Yes.
fucking blast.
I don't need that on.
To be fair, always did like working in the supply room, though. So I
If-
did actually enjoy organizing boxes.
Yeah, because I didn't have to interact with people. I didn't have to put on my fake customer service voice and deal with, people.
Dealing with people is the worst part of any job.
For realsies.
That's why
Especially retail and customer food services.
I don't know why I decided to go into human resources then.
Because you're good at it.
Are those boxes heavy? It must get pretty tiring.
Oh, is this my
doing
actual
8
job?
hours a day,
Guess so.
5 days a week.
Guess you work in a supply or something. That is just like any other leader in a office building looking at you from afar. Are those boxes really heavy? Man, it must suck.
Oh, wow. God, I wouldn't want that job.
You're doing such a good job, though.
I'm so proud of you.
I can't wait to give you a great review and then not give you any more money.
We're going to reward you by giving you a
Hey,
pizza.
I think you missed one.
Pizza party.
Look over there.
Are you
in the
being a jackass
corner.
right
No, I think he's... What corner? Over there.
This one?
That corner?
You mean where I haven't even gone?
Maybe that corner over there behind the desk?
I think he's supposed to just be a jackass.
I think he is, too.
Like, dude, I haven't even started.
I'd rather do this than deal with my grandma, though.
Well, that's heartless.
Yeah, but the boxes aren't stalking me around the house and bashing their heads into the walls.
Did you hear that? It's like a click.
It sounded like a drop of water to me.
Do I seriously have to do this? No.
Can you just leave?
I keep expecting Grandma to be just standing at the doorway
I
like...
think we're done with Grandma for the moment. So now we're going to get the box monster.
Did you have a monster that your family would make up for you as a child to get you to do
Does it get
something?
tiring? Doing this job day after
I
day,
don't
only to
remember.
come home having to care for your elderly grandmother.
I
don't
would
think
imagine
so.
so. But, like, my parents had two different monsters. One was just to, scare us little kids, just for, harmless fun. And then the other was actually to help us do chores and stuff. So the scratch monster was if we stayed up past our bedtime. And my dad would go outside and scratch on the outside wall, and it scared the absolute ever-loving crap out of us. And, of course, we would rush straight to our beds. And then the other one was the trash monster, and I've told you about this before, but my parents would just sweep all of the garbage and toys and whatever else was in the room to the middle of the room, and we would have to rush.
Do you ever feel regret? Maybe
Yeah.
you should have just
That's
taken
it's not a
the
bad.
scholarship
That's actually a
and
really great idea.
We would have to rush because if we didn't hurry, the trash was going to get sentient and take over the world.
So that's a great idea because what I did was I was lucky enough to have 2 closets in my bedroom. And one closet was just where I would kick all my stuff when I cleaned my room. And the door looked like it was bulging, trying to stay shut. No, just keep on keeping on, Lear. How many boxes do you have left?
I'm halfway.
God.
I would like a job like this, but I need a job that I can sit down because I haven't.
You can sit down with this job. You
insomnia.
should need a rolly chair.
potential you wasted. Was it worth it? Doing the same thing every single day.
I guess these are like. I mean, he's talking to us, but I think this is like our subconscious, like
Yeah, it's his.
doubt.
Yeah,
and
just his self-doubt and just eating away at him. Hey, could
Yeah,
I
maybe-
be more
did
than what
I
I was?
make the right choice? Did I, waste my potential? But like with chronic insomnia, if I don't have a job that isn't physically exerting, I just can't do it because I just physically can't do
See,
it.
that's the problem with my job. My job is not physically exerting, and then I come home tired
Are you anxiously
from doing
waiting
nothing.
to get home?
Physically,
Or do
I'm
you find
fine, but
this
mentally,
job
I'm just
more
exhausted.
tedious than taking care of
I'd rather be the other way around,
Be physically exhausted?
and not mentally exhausted.
I love, like, manual labor. I love the idea of, like, going out and planting stuff or doing some
Yeah.
housework, or, like, the idea of being a cleaner was actually very appetizing to me for a while because I love to organize and clean. So, like, this job would be perfect for me.
One of the part-time jobs I had before I joined the Navy,
Oh,
I
God.
was a overnight cleaner for a company, and I would be cleaning and mopping floors and stuff like that at like car dealerships and businesses around the city. And that was a really fun job because just walking around like the car dealership at night, no one else is there. Some of those buildings get really creepy at night. You have this
It might seem
just
like
this
I'm trying to
nagging in the
belittle
back of your
you,
head
but
that
I'm just relaying the thoughts you had at the time.
Yeah,
something
see?
there is there with you, watching you at all times.
Well, that's the point of this game.
Then
so
they got
it
then
right.
Then I got fired. One of the car dealerships complained that the showroom floors were dirty
I just heard
after
the
I
door
cleaned
open.
them, and then so they just fired me. I was like, okay,
Grandma? Are you at work with
you're
me?
gonna break the game and get stuck.
Oh, I don't think it was a door. Our puppy, he wants to be in everything that we do, and that includes videos. So I hear him whimpering.
I may have to let him outside. How many more damn boxes do you have? My God, it feels like that counter is wrong. I swear you've already done 50. You haven't, but it looks like you have.
There's just so much stuff in here.
I've never wanted an axe murderer more
It's
than
an interesting
ever
concept,
than now.
isn't it? Sacrificing the future for the present. Sacrificing all that potential to have a clear conscience. Was
But
it
no,
worth
like
it?
one of my favorite memories of that job, which was actually a really cool job if, for a young kid who didn't want to work a lot, is I cleaned one of the skyscrapers across the river in Cincinnati on the Kentucky side.
Wow.
And inside the building, like the 5th or 6th floor was all Kroger. Like Kroger rented it all out. The left half of the floor is like all the offices and shit, and the right half of the floor is an entire mock-up of a Kroger store. They have it's like walking into a Kroger's where they demo how they're going to set stores up, and that's how they figure out their marketing
Great
and
job,
stuff.
James. Are you ready to start all over again tomorrow?
So I'd
See,
be
well,
walking.
this bothers me because there's still boxes on the shelves.
So I'd be walking into the store and cleaning it up, and there would just be literally walking through a Kroger store.
Oh, can't escape.
The left half of the store was all offices. The right half of that whole floor was a Kroger building, like a mock-up. So they would use the Kroger mock-up to figure out how they're going to market different materials, how they're going to lay the store out, and stuff like that. And all the stuff in there is actually real food. Not that there's like one bag or two bags in it to show the shelves and shit. But there was more than one time that I may have taken some food. Also, the guy that I guess he owned the whole building because his office was at the very top of the skyscraper. And he has like a private bathroom, and like the entire top floor is like a penthouse, basically. The guy was just a complete jackass.
Well, I mean,
He would always come up to me and want to bitch, moan, and complain about, oh, you, one of the floors, you missed a piece of paper on the floor. Oh, you did this. And I was like, okay, dude. So my last day there, I told my boss I'm going to quit. So my last day I started cleaning, he left his office unlocked upstairs. And no one's in the building at night except for me and the security guard. So I go into the guy's office. You can go out on the balcony, oversee the city. It's really pretty. Except
Cincinnati
I left.
has a gorgeous, like, city line and stuff.
It is. And then I went into his bathroom, and I left a very nice present in his bathroom for
Oh
him.
my god.
Because he was such a dick. But
We're back in
like
the creaky house?
like a Japanese style bathroom, like a toilet.
Well, that sounds fun. Glad you got your up and comings. I guess those are my shoes.
Why are we back in this damn house? I thought we were going through office hell.
Well, we just went through
We've
our
already
job.
dealt with Grandma. I guess zoom in on the TV again. That's what we did last time.
Well, I don't know, like, what is exploring and what is...
Look at the TV. What's that on the wall to your right? Is that a camera?
Looks like a light.
Oh, there's a light. It's a weird ass. It's a weird light.
It's also
Okay.
raining outside.
Yeah, you can hear it.
Well, I think that's just the house being creaky.
Is it? It sounds like they're just crumpling a Blaze bag. Oh, go down that hallway.
I'm gonna go in here. This door can be open. It's usually a sign that I'm headed in the right direction.
Yeah, but you always want to go in the wrong direction first.
Let's not make this any longer than it has to be. This is a nice kitchen.
It is. It's a little tiny, though. Oh, the light. It's a big-ass fridge. Look at that fridge.
Where's
This guy has... Grandma had some money. Alright, nothing in here.
I'm glad that we're no longer in that maze hell.
I'm
She spoke too soon.
pretty sure... Pretty sure we're still... Oh, good! Well, you wanted to go the right way, so... You should probably go down there.
All right, let's check out the other side of the house.
I tried to protect you.
Say what?
I tried to protect you and keep you from going down there first.
Well, you know. I learned my lesson.
No, you don't. You still won't listen to me.
It's a nice bathroom. Nice and clean.
That's where the murderer was waiting.
Ah!
Oh, that looks even like a better stairwell.
Why are there two things downstairs?
I don't know. I've never seen a base with this house with two basements. Sorrow. You should zoom in on that.
Why would you put that in my room, Grandma?
Grandma's just trying to make you feel bad. She's passive aggressive. I bet I know where that's coming from.
Grandma, please. Grandma.
Is it getting closer?
All right, it's time for bed.
Make sure you lock the doors and bolt it up.
It's 10 o'clock at night, Grandma. All right, let's
Granny,
just
try
go
to
face this.
Oh, that's
Oh.
her room. Needs hammer. Oh, you're supposed to board her up.
Fuck. Okay.
I guess I bet I know where the hammer is.
Ugh.
Ugh. Another wet drawer. No, go downstairs. Turn your flashlight on. Go down there.
I really don't want to.
Go down there. You probably can't even open it anyway. Yeah.
All right. Perfect.
Means you have to go down the other one on the other side of the house.
Great. I'm so happy.
The light was on at least.
That probably means that I have, like, we're gonna be on repeat. Is that my phone?
That is
Oh
a phone.
God! Why did I put it so
Thought it
close
was a
to
remote.
my face? Clean up any broken plates. Hide kitchen knife under bed. Check emails on phone. Oh,
You're supposed to be doing all that.
yeah.
I didn't
Turn
see any
off all
broken
lights.
plates though.
Go to bed.
Go back to the kitchen.
All right.
That way. I think it was that way.
Yeah.
I don't remember seeing any plates.
I don't think I saw any plates either.
Oh. Okay.
Okay.
When did that happen?
Am I working against Grandma?
I'm guessing you are. This is her
Oh,
going
kitchen
crazy.
knife. Give me the knife. Okay.
Oh, there was more than one knife, I thought.
Well, if it's out, she can get it. If it's in its place, she doesn't
Check on the table, though.
think to. Oh.
What was it? Plates, knife? I know we need the hammer.
I gotta check emails on my phone.
There must be another knife because it's not letting you... What is that? Looks like something's in that drawer.
No. It's just a shadow.
Yeah. I guess go downstairs to get the hammer since you're here.
Great.
Can
Love
you get in there-
that.
Can you get in there and hide?
This would honestly be just exhausting.
Oh, God, yeah. It'd be horrible.
Alright, Grandma. Where are you hiding, she's?
There's the hammer. And get the saw for
I was
some
about to
reason.
say, like,
That's a tiny little saw.
baby box. Where's your bunny?
No one puts baby in a box.
So, you've been making that joke, and I actually had to look it up because I have never seen the movie that quote is from. So.
And what movie is that?
Is it, Dirty Dancing? Or is it Veronica Mars? There were so many references explaining the quote that I was very confused, and I didn't know which movie it was actually from.
No, yeah, it's from Dirty Dancing.
Yeah, I've never seen that movie.
Are you supposed to click on that?
No, I
Something
can't
else?
do anything with it other
What
than
was the
just
task
shove
list?
it in my face.
Well, we can at least put the boards up.
Hang on, I'm gonna hide the knife first.
It's not
Convenient.
It's just somewhere where you can stub your toe and stab yourself.
Don't mind me, Grandma. Just making sure you're okay. Love you.
Don't mind the hammering.
What else am I supposed to be doing?
Oh, there's your phone. Feels like we
Peek
missed
out.
something, though.
Thank you for applying. I hope that you're successful in all your future academic adventures. That makes me sad.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. Look at the note.
V.
Turn off all the lights.
Uh-huh. Is this one of those things where you turn off all the lights and you just have to run to the next room?
This is exactly that. You're gonna have to run up the basement stairs.
I was like, no.
You're gonna have to go downstairs. Oh, no. This is the worst.
See, I have to do this in our house, so I'm used to this. I'm like, whatever.
No, I keep the lights on for safety.
Safety? Or are you
Yes.
scared of ghosts?
Safety. I'm not scared of ghosts. Ghosts are scared of me.
I ain't scared of no ghost. Can I lock the front door? Because that seems like a...
Can I go sleep in my car? We're gonna have to deal with Grandma again.
It's my phone. Why would I leave my phone in there?
I don't know.
That
It's
seems
weird.
irresponsible. Good night, Grandma. Love you.
It now board your door up.
I bet she's going to be standing over top of me and
Oh god.
have a knife at me.
It did let you click on the bed on the other.
Ugh.
These fucking wet drawers.
All right. It's bedtime. I like this part of the game where it's just simulators. Oh, no. I'm not liking this part.
Can you move your mouse? At all?
Nuh-uh. I can't click. Grandma.
Listen.
Oh, Grandma.
Oh,
Oh, Grandma.
please go away.
I'm so uncomfortable.
She's just standing there, laying with her eyes wide open, going, "No, go away." What is that? This is gonna be a jump scare.
If she starts running, I'm just gonna freak out.
I think she's just walking up and down the hallway.
I can't actually move still. Grandma, go to bed!
How did you unbar your door?
Was that her running just then?
I didn't hear running. I just heard her walking.
This is officially the worst part of the game.
Oh, is she knocking?
I think it's footsteps still.
Oh,
There it is.
goes.
Good night, Grandma.
Trying to sleep.
Love you. Go to bed.
Go to bed.
I barred your door for a reason. See,
Dealing
oh
with a
shit.
child. Damn, she kicked her door down.
I was about to say, like, does her
Sounds
door...
like you Kate put Grandma in the corner.
Her door opens from the inside, so barring it, she can just crawl underneath the wood planks.
I think she just ran through it like the Kool-Aid man. She's Juggernaut, bitch. I'm Juggernaut, bitch.
Grandma, don't leave another post-it note. It just makes a mess.
Grandma, why you gotta be so passive-aggressive?
Well, the knife's still
Take
there.
a knife with you for protection.
Grandma, swear to God.
Bitch, you better be in the bed.
Great,
Can you
I can't turn the
light
lights on.
No.
Grandma!
Look to your right. Can you go in her room?
No.
Damn it. All right, Granny.
At
Let's
least she
do
was
this.
thoughtful enough to close the door. I'll check the first.
Well, she's probably in the kitchen.
I'm gonna close this.
Hold on. No, go ahead.
I really can't turn any lights on? That seems like a bad idea.
Can you check your phone again? No.
Grandma!
Oh. No, Granny, I don't need your
Alright,
help.
let's go back to bed. Come
All right,
on.
come on. Oh. Granny, you're really fast.
Granny, you're lightning quick.
Granny's writing crazy notes.
Pain, are you full of it? Patience, are you out of it? When will your suffering end?
I don't know.
Am I gonna end up killing my grandma?
Hopefully another hour or so of this gameplay.
Is it murder tendencies? Are they hereditary?
Uh-oh. Wait.
I'm gonna go in the kitchen.
Yeah, I was going to say probably the kitchen.
Why are the lights on in here?
I don't know. Is that...
Do those not have, like, off switches?
Maybe they're just always on.
I'm gonna go in the basement. Grandma! Grandma! Ugh.
Are you at the washing machine? What are you doing, step-grandma? Step-grandson.
Grandma. You're scary, Grandma. Go to bed.
How did you run past me so fast?
Hey, are you full of it?
We just so read this.
Are you out of it? Jane, when will your suffering end? You wanted her to die, didn't you?
Oof.
Not for her sake, but
Yeah,
for your own.
I'm sure he did think about that a couple times.
You yearned for her death, not because her suffering would cease. It was because yours would cease as well.
I mean, that's not a... I can't imagine that being an uncommon thought.
For real.
It's a very selfish thought, but it's human.
I mean,
Can you mess with the candle on the table?
no. It makes sense, and it's really sad and unfortunate. I already checked
Maybe
it.
if you go back to your room. I doubt that's open.
Grandma!
Yeah,
Okay.
it's not open yet.
I'm sorry for thinking that you should die. Oh, is she back in her room? Lights on. Well,
Can you-
it looked on.
Did you click on the door?
No. Grandma?
Uh-oh.
Ugh, what is that?
I don't know. Looks like code.
Today I found my laptop broken. I left her alone for just a few minutes while I was in the bathroom, and I guess she walked into my bedroom and had an episode. I'll have to drain my savings in order to replace it.
Look at the laptop.
This is
Zoom
where
in on the laptop.
This is where it starts to get.
Wow. Grandma's quite the hacker. It's elite.
Whoops. No, I'm gonna say like this is where it starts to grate on him.
Oh yeah,
Where,
definitely. You broke my laptop, Lyric. I would grade on me. Alright, bitch. Get your ass back in your room.
Instead of grading, like putting my savings into. I'm just gonna keep checking down here.
Alright, this is coming out of your social security check.
No, I would be like, instead of paying for a new laptop, I would just put her in an old folks' home.
Oh, yeah, that's exactly where she should be at. Let her terrorize all the other old people.
No, it's not that. It's
like
like
the angel of death
they
there.
are equipped with the abilities and services to deal with something like this. They know how to handle a woman with Parkinson's and potentially dementia.
Resentment pulsating through your veins.
Ugh, don't use that
Do
word.
you feel the last breath of patience exiting your body? Do you
I guess I'm gonna take the knife out of underneath my bed and just go to town.
Say, alright, let's do this.
Sympathy and love. Do you hear it? It's calling you.
That's why I'm in hell.
Way out. Follow it. Let it guide you.
Is she telling you to kill yourself?
I think he's telling me to kill Grandma. Excuse my voice. I don't know what just happened.
gotta go kill Grandma. Yes. Go get the knife. Finish her off.
I hear
Lyric.
music. I don't know where it's coming from.
Do it.
Do it.
Do it.
Wait. Was that me? Did I do that?
I hear music too.
Where's it coming from?
Check the door to your right, maybe? behind you? Door? No?
I think it actually might be coming from my bedroom. Like,
Yeah, it's getting louder.
yeah, I'm gonna go kill my grandma. Be right back.
Oh, it's that time again.
Oh, you know,
Gotta put her
grandma's
down
getting on
for
my
the night.
nerves, so stabby, stabby.
Is Grandma rocking out to music in there? You beating on her door? Turn it down.
Oh, I think it's coming from downstairs.
Oh, it is coming from downstairs.
Finally.
Grandma, turn that music down.
Let's find out what's downstairs. In all reality, the fucking flashlight. The design of the house itself was pretty nice.
All right.
Gonna keep going. Oh god.
This looks like an interrogation room.
Yeah.
What did you do, Grandma?
Okay, so these. Oh,
Two dead.
these are the documents that we saw earlier on in the game.
All of them?
I think so, or at least the important ones. What's this one?
I did
Oh.
something unspeakable.
While sifting through some old boxes,
Oh,
you found
no.
an interesting set of documents that revealed the truth about your past.
Oh god.
Your grandparents were involved in an accident that killed your grandfather and your infant brother.
This is
It
how I
wasn't
find
your
out.
grandmother's fault entirely, but your parents couldn't help but put the blame on her.
Which is shitty.
With no family
Yeah,
or friends
but
left,
at the same time,
living a
it's-
hopeless
that's
and
how they
bleak
grieved.
existence, your grandmother decided to murder them. With your parents out of
That's
the
a
way,
big jump in
she
logic.
could
Right?
raise them all by herself.
I don't know what
I
to
didn't
do.
murder your child, but I'll
Her
murder
desire
you.
was selfish and evil.
I miss
That
my
was
son,
all
but
you
I
needed.
may as well just
A
kill
way
him.
to justify her death, a way to break the burden of taking care of her.
Oh,
Do
do it.
you
I
remember
fucking
what
did
you
it.
did? I'll walk you through it once more,
I'm a
just
murderer.
in case you
I'll
forgot.
fucking do it again. I can't do Goofy.
Alright, what does this say? I did something unspeakable. I killed him. I murdered them both. I didn't know what to do. I had nothing left to live for. I'm so
At
sorry.
least she starts laughing like Goofy. I
God.
killed him.
Alright, so, what do I do now?
Oh, there's look around in the back wall. Is there another room?
I don't,
Door?
I don't think there's anything
Oh, there's a door right there.
Oh, what? I mean... Nope.
Oh,
Sorry.
hopefully they replaced the top robot part of your body. Okay, let's get out of here.
No, I think that's just part of the simulation at this point.
All right.
Is this already the next part?
It's our next chapter. Or
Ugh.
why is it all red now?
I'm gonna guess hatred.
We're in the red light district.
Enraged. Alright, let's,
The fuck
Oh,
is-
it's a new note. Get the knife, get the new radio, get the phone, place the knife under her bed, or on her bed, replace the old... Jesus
Place the phone
Christ.
on the table outside the door and then wait outside her room.
Oh, God. So I am gonna murder my grandma.
Okay. I like how you have to make a list. It goes knife, radio, old radio. Okay, let's go.
I gotta have the checklist.
And have to have it on the wall. It's
I
like,
mean...
grandson, what is yours?
so it's just
Oh, it's
the
just
same
shopping list.
With her Parkinson's and dementia, all the notes are the same.
Got to write it 5 times apparently, so you don't forget.
Well, she doesn't know how to read, so. That's just like me. I would do that. I would 100% write a list.
Of the same thing 3 times?
Absolutely.
Yes.
I have to
That
keep
sounds
track
like
of
you.
things. All right, so
I think you have to go back.
I can't get in there. So, music's awful
It's
too.
all red and shit.
Well, this is a symbolic of my rage.
Go in the door.
Sorry, I lost control for a second.
Okay, there's the radio.
Yeah. I gotta take
Just
that.
take it. Did you not take it?
Did I? Oh, I guess I had to place the knife on the bed first. There we go. Alright,
Okay, I need you to dice these vegetables while you sleep.
what else is there? Get the phone.
Oh,
place
put the
knife on
phone
bed.
outside the-
Oh, yeah.
What?
God.
Yes, I'm talking to you. Are you
Oh, look, it's the game title. Or the
Yeah.
game image.
It also looks like that code that you need to type in something on your phone when you're trying to access websites.
It's actually playing something.
Well, I think you're talking
Is
to
that
it.
me talking?
That's a...
Am I talking to... Is this the operator talking to me, or am I talking to Grandma?
Okay.
What are these directions?
Okay. Die with Anda. Seppuku.
Oh my god. Inappropriate. Oh my god. Oh,
Oh, no, that's exactly what it is.
is that the sound effect that they really used?
Sounds like her grandma's made of cardboard.
Oh my god.
Jesus. Jesus. Seems all a little
This seems excessive.
excessive.
Like, why wouldn't you just let her
Tell
cut
her
her own throat?
Or stab herself in the heart.
Or, you know, something that's painless and quick. Even, oh god! Stab herself in the eyeball or something.
Well, stabbing in the eye wouldn't help either. Well,
It would be fast.
will that kill you?
Yeah, for sure. Oh my god. Oh, I guess, you know, the operator has been using my voice
I don't know.
this whole time. Like, is this how James sounds?
James needs some Ricola or something.
There we go.
I guess he just wanted her to suffer, which is really shitty.
Demented.
Yeah, like that seemed just as bad.
Oh god.
That
Wow.
just seems rude.
That was shitty.
To kill yourself, and I'm going to be
Good
rude about
God.
it.
You won't be missed, Grandma. What a terrible thing that you have to say. That's the last thing that she heard. No wonder she haunts your nightmares.
Well, I guess that's the end of the game.
James, you murdered her. You knew about her delusions. She always talked about the man in the radio, so you decided to become that character.
That makes sense.
You replaced the old radio and then played an audio file telling her to stab
Yeah,
herself
okay.
repeatedly with a knife.
That makes a lot more sense than what I was guessing.
You knew she was delusional and had episodes of schizophrenia.
Frenia.
She followed your instructions and eventually bled to death due to her self-inflicted injuries.
I feel like that last one would have done it.
Since
Yeah,
all the
I feel like
evidence pointed
most of
to
that
a
was
suicide,
unnecessary.
you weren't charged with anything. You finally got what you wanted. You were finally free.
This is just a terrible
You
situation.
might be wondering how exactly you ended up dead. Well, for the first few months, you lived your life carefree. You actually enjoyed life to some extent, not being tied down by an ill relative. But eventually, that all came
As it
crashing
would.
down.
Yeah.
It started off with brief, horrific, gruesome nightmares.
Oh yeah.
Visions of her stabbing
It's kind of
herself
like the,
endlessly, blood gushing out of her womb,
The Edgar Allan Poe
flooding
story
your mind
of
with
the-
blood-red
Guy in the
guilt.
floorboards.
Yeah.
Slowly, these nightmares leak into your daily life. You'd see her out of the corner of your eye, whether you were driving, walking down the street, or at work.
Is this classified as a psychological
Even
horror
though
game?
you killed her,
Yeah, I
she
think so.
never really left. She lived in your mind and haunted you every day until you eventually couldn't fall asleep.
Man.
Every time you closed your eyes, even for the briefest of moments, she'd manifest in your
That's
subconscious.
what murdering someone
Yeah.
will do.
Eventually, you went to the hospital and you were prescribed sleep medicine, but that only
Go
suppressed
to
the issue.
therapy.
Slowly, your body adjusted
How
to the
is that
medicine, and
conversation?
you needed to
Yeah,
increase
Doc,
the dose for the
I
medicine. to be
murdered my own
effective.
grandmother by making her murder
This
herself.
process kept repeating
What?
until
Why are you
were
calling the
taking
cops?
multiple times the recommended amount. You
Well,
were
I mean, he
addicted
should've-
until one night you overdosed on sleep
I would
medication.
take a lot of sleep
It
medicine.
does take a lot.
Right now,
I mean, I wouldn't
in
know that,
this
but
moment,
it does take a
your
lot.
physical body is currently in a hospital bed, hovering between the thin line of
So
life
this
and
is
death.
limbo.
This is
Purgatory.
limbo.
You're still probably wondering why you're here
Oh no,
in
this is
God's
God's
basement.
basement. Limbo is another game.
I'll finally tell you
I think
who
God's
I
basement
am
is for people
and
who
what
are
this
still
place
alive.
really is. God's basement is a realm for those who have committed great sin but are still redeemable. The individuals that arrive in God's basement relive their own versions of hell, allowing them to reflect on their life and watch their slow descent
It's
into
like a
evil.
TV show that
Their
just
resentment,
happened recently.
hate, bitterness, and jealousy accumulate.
I don't want to spoil
until
it
those
because that's
emotions
at the end of the
manifest
TV show,
themselves
but
through atrocious acts. Yours being murder.
I actually really do like that
You were
concept
backed
of
into
the
a corner,
afterlife, where you have
watching
to
your life
slowly
slowly
just get
pass
rid of
you
your
by.
sin so that you can
All those
go to the next part.
opportunities you
Yeah, forced to
sacrificed.
face them and
Yeah.
All that potential
You know,
wasted.
cleanse your soul.
You
and
became
shit.
bitter and resentful. Many could sympathize with you. Many might have even done the same. You were hopeless, and it felt like you were inside a living hell. I am called the Operator. I am an entity that manifests in God's basement. I manifest myself in different ways depending on the
My
person.
boss.
My
My boss
job
is a
is
little
to
better
guide
than
the
him.
person inside God's basement
Big brother.
and allow them to relive their life from a different perspective. In your case, I manifested with many characteristics resembling the man
yeah,
in
see?
the radio.
That makes sense.
Hopefully this explanation cleared
yeah,
everything
crystal
up.
clear.
You're still probably wondering what happens now that you have all your memories. I mentioned earlier that God's basement are for those who are still redeemable. Even though you committed an
Redeemable is
atrocious
such a loose
sin,
term
you
here.
were trapped in
Yeah,
a hopeless
definitely.
existence. Also, the person you killed wasn't really your grandmother. She was a shell of her
That makes
former
sense.
self.
Your grand aunt.
Your grandmother died long ago. Part of you wanted to
I
see
mean, she
her
was
suffering
literally,
cease.
you
Yeah,
know,
she was
not
gone.
Your
there
crime was
mentally.
both
She was
cruel
dying.
and merciful at the same time. You are going to get a second chance at life. Pretty soon
I mean,
you're
I
going
guess
to
this
wake
is
up in
part
a
of his
hospital
redemption,
bed out
if
of
we're
your
talking about
drug-induced
being
coma.
redeemable, is that he literally just went
Learn
through
to
hell
live with
again.
what you did.
Yeah.
The feelings of guilt, paranoia, and pain will never completely go away. James, make the most out of life and be grateful for this second chance. One
Last
last
thing.
thing. Good luck.
See, we need more of this in horror psychological games where they just to tell you what's going on at
They
the
give
end
you an
for dumb
explanation
people
of-
like me instead of like, oh, you have to pick up clues and there's hints and it doesn't work and sometimes you may not get the whole story.
Okay, but I really there are some really good movies. I guess this is me waking up in the hospital. Are we gonna keep playing?
Granny comes above you. You thought you could get rid of me.
Stabby, stabby.
Here's some morphine.
But I do like some psychological torment movies, especially like Japanese horror is very particular with this, where they don't explain anything or much of anything because with Japanese horror, it's like this could happen to anybody. This is an everyday thing.
Well, Japanese horror games are about the monster, not
Well, I was talking about the movie.
or movies, whatever.
Yeah.
They're about the monster, not the people.
Yeah. Yay!
Late
we
title
did
card.
it! God's basement.
That was good.
Yeah.
It was good. It was a good game
Yeah.
for what it is.
The I mean, this is a very...
One person probably made this game.
Oh, I like this song. But, you know, it's got its flaws, obviously. But, like, the clipping and the lighting effects and some of the textures are a little weird. But, all in all, this is a really good game. And, honestly, if you want to play it for yourself, I would totally recommend it.
No, thank you for making this game for us to play.
Yes, thank you. This was fun. And because it was a horror walkthrough game, I was able to
use
do it.
us for how to play the game. Absolutely.
Erebus. Thank you. See, that was the image that they used for the phone call.
I wonder if that's going to be the image they put outside of their offices one day.
It's on their business
It's
card.
it's on their billboard.
Well, this has been really fun. Hello, I'm the developer of God's Basement. You've reached the end, and I wanted to say thank you for playing through the whole game. I'm still pretty new to creating video games, so I hope this experience was bearable. I think it was. Hopefully you've enjoyed the experience. Maybe someday you'll play another one of my games if I'm able to release another one. I hope so.
Well, if you release another one, Erebus, we will play it.
Thanks again, Erebus. Well, thanks, Erebus. This has been really fun. And thanks, guys, for watching. This has been God's Basement. We are the Nerd Cauldron, and we look forward to seeing you in other videos. Bye.